Are you a father?
No,
Not yet?
not yet.
What are your plans for kids?
अभी तो ऐसा कुछ सोचने देखेंगे जब टाइम आएगा.
When time will come on.
नियति डिसाइड करेगी.
अच्छी यार, not that. But do you discuss with Amruta like if we become
नहीं
parents?
ऐसी अब तो नहीं बात होती.
अब तो नहीं होती
हाँ,
मतलब?
there was a time initially we used to.
Amruta blocked you.
Oh,
I remember that 6 साल पहले.
मतलब हो गया था. मैं शूट कर रहा था. I
पालते उठना था
remember.
शायद.
She wanted to talk and
Very bad.
we had an argument at that point of time. And then she of course गुस्से में आके ambu being impulsive.
ये क्या मंत्रा है ना एक शादी को चलाने
It never
का?
happened after that. ये थोड़ा सा impulsively कुछ चीजें हो जाती हैं. But उसके बाद मुझे लगता है over a period of time we also understand. ये तो शादी की फोटो है.
Yes.
हाँ, दिल्ली में correct.
Delhi it was?
Delhi it was. Me, mom, dad तो नहीं है, sorry. Me, mom, my brother and Amu.
What was the date?
This was 24th January.
हिमांशु लोग बिल्कुल क्वेश्चन करते हैं you know when your partner is doing much more work than you do or you know on a different stature people do question कि you know husband is this.
हम लोग 2004 में जी सिने साज में हम मिले and the paths intersect. उसके बाद उसकी अपनी जर्नी शुरू हो गई. वहाँ से उसके टेलीविजन शोज instantly in a couple of years she started doing feature films. I started from feature film with Raj Sipi which did not get released. Another feature film sign did not take over and got shelved. कभी सक्सेस आपके पास है, कभी किसी और के पास है. I remember when Razi happened, then she was sailing the cards, and I still remember when there was no work. There was a period when things were not working. हम दोनों ही रियलिटी शो में आए थे जी सिने और हम दोनों एक ही पेडेस्ट्रल पे थे ना. ऐसा तो नहीं था कि अमृता बहुत बड़ी थी या मैं बहुत बड़ा था तो एक हम लोगों ने सोचा एक प्लान बनाया कि इस तरह से. ऐसा तो हुआ ही नहीं.
You speak Marathi?
नहीं, मैं I can't speak Marathi. I can understand it. हाँ.
Filmibeat presents The Talking Stage with Ase Adi.
In another episode of The Talking Stage, of course, I had to think अब कौन होगा किससे मैं अपनी दिल की बातें साझा कर पाऊँ and which will be the personality जो Talking Stage में 4 चांद लगाएंगे. Of course, देखिए चंद्रा के साथ उनकी बीवी तो लगाती रहती हैं 6-10 चांद, लेकिन हिमांशु मल्होत्रा is with me welcoming you. I'll also take the Ashok at the same time.
Yes,
you add that Himanshu
that would be
Ashok
nice. That's my
Malhotra.
dad's name.
Oh, wonderful.
He's not there anymore, so it would be appropriate and would be nice.
How have you been, Himanshu?
I'm doing very good, God's grace, all well.
Kesari Veer is very veering today, huh? I see that.
Thank you. We're hoping and praying for the best. It's releasing on 23rd of May.
And we all are excited for such film, which is the heroine of the film is Haryanavi, and we are all North-dominant film we are, coming up with. How do you see, such films which are, is different from the recent genres that we are seeing? We all know, जब बड़े सेक्सी गाने बन रहे थे, there was Kailash Kher singing very soothing Sufi music that time, and it just
and all that.
it didn't hit that time. It took a time, but now he's on a different level. And whenever I meet him and I interviewed him, and I feel, oh my God, this guy is not the guy we see usual. I have interviewed multiple singers, but जब भी मैं उनसे मिलता I feel like I have to go to the other level of the world where he is right now. So how do you see this? The genres that, which is different from the recent films that we are seeing, Animal and all that.
Yeah. Of course it is different. Fortunately, it's a period drama also. And also what happens is, it's all about stories. The story which caters to everyone, the stories which also belongs to our past, which also belongs to the history. Any story which creates some kind of impact in a viewer, I think is always welcome. So obviously Kesari Veer, we talk about the legends of Somnath, we talk about the attack on Somnath, and none of the films till today have been made upon that.
Yeah.
So obviously then it also brings in its newness to this, to the cinema as well. And as an artist, I think to be a part of a film like this automatically, helps us, helps to obviously, to cater to the story, to be a part of it, and to work with such an amazing star cast, with Sunil Sir, Vivek Sir, Suraj, Akanksha and everyone, and to portray a role which has not been done before as I'm concerned. So all in all, I think something like this always helps, and for a viewer also it's nice. I think amalgamation of everything is good. We also have something which constantly keeps coming. And we also have something which goes back to the 13th and 14th century and know what has happened in the history, what has happened in the past, and then we want to cater to that, yeah.
But Himanshu, if I'm not wrong, 6-7 साल पहले your हिमांशु में you was not there, they were double O.
एक्चुअली वो
Why did it?
ये काफी कंफ्यूजन है. यूजुअली इट्स यू ओनली.
हाँ.
बहुत साल पहले, आई थिंक मे बी 10-12 years back, I had met a numerologist when we were doing television. तो किसने कहा कि आप double M double O कर लो. You know how those days, and also at that point of time you're vulnerable, you don't know, you have not known yourself. And then the double O came and the double M came. And then obviously, it went on the Google also. But I remember it happened in 2013 when my dad passed away. That was the moment, or prior to that, I remember, I had kept it simple only. I had kept it as Himanshu only. And I kept, added my dad's name, and I felt very complete. So it was very simple, HIMANSHU, Ashok, Papa's name, and Malhotra. No double M, no numerology, nothing. I remember all those things, which take over you, because we also belong to a fraternity where
SEO is also a need. So we have to have a right name. SEO is also a need.
Yeah. So a lot of things were there. And also because you are young and you don't know, and there's so many guidance, so many influences happen. You're like, ye kar lo to aisa ho jayega, wo kar lo to aisa ho jayega, ye pehen lo to aisa ho jayega, wo pehen lo to aisa ho jayega. But at that point of time, I think when dad's demise happened, I think that was the time I realized, let everything be and let me come back to who I am. And the acknowledgement and the acceptance of who I am. Yeah.
How was Himanshu in Delhi, the young kid, shararat se bhara, or were you this gentle as well back
Yeah,
then?
I think obedient boy.
Don't tell me this.
Yeah. The first bencher, the meritorious student.
Ooh.
Very, very.
It does not go with your looks, but I'm
Thank you.
okay accepting.
But this is also grooming. Otherwise, I remember back in those days, it was a side parting. That used to happen in those days also. And very simple, obedient. First bencher, wanted to come first in the class.
Arre wah.
You always raise hands.
No girlfriends at all in the school?
Not at that. I think it happened when I was in 11th standard. That was the first relationship that happened. But prior to that, it was like that only. And also surrounded by my cousins, my sisters, and always taking care of them. They taking care of me. A sweet boy is what you can say. Then over a period of time, you start knowing yourself more and more and more as the evolution starts, as you start fast tracking the process. But yeah, quite an obedient, responsible
You're
good
this
boy.
fit only because we're meeting first time.
Yes. Why? Because I was a professional cricketer for 12 years. I played cricket in my early teens. From
कहाँ जा रहा है बॉलीवुड क्रिकेटर्स के पास?
So yeah, cricket रहा बहुत साल, and friends also played for India. I think Ashish Bhaiya was senior to us. Akash Chopra Bhaiya was senior to us. Gautam was junior to us. Shikhar was junior to us. We played from Hindu College, Swan and Sonnet Cricket Club. So yeah, those were the days of cricket. So
Tell
maybe
me, what is
sports
this?
also helps you to be more athletic and more
That is
fit all the
so
time.
true.
Yeah.
But tell me, what is this charm that cricketers do have? कि सारी actresses को आप पे crush आ जाता है. You see this recent boy also going, super viral. He has become the national crush. Abhishek is his name.
Sharma, you're talking about?
Yeah.
So he's a national crush. I don't know.
He has become one.
He's a good-looking boy. Yes.
Yeah. So nowadays it is not only the national crushes that we have in terms of the gender. It has become unisex. I mean, now we have both ways. National crush in male is this. National crush in female is this. So what is this charm that cricketers do have?
I don't know. And also charm, of course, because
कौन से sixer लगा रहे हैं आप?
Maybe that's, and also it's a sense of achievement also, in a way. And IPL these days, I feel, has also put the cricketers on a plateau, which was not there. Initially, cricketers were playing Ranji Trophy, Dilip Trophy, Vijay Trophy. Nobody knows what those trophies were. Only once somebody comes to India, like when Yuvraj came, then Yuvraj was the hype at that point of time. And also when your skin texture, when you look good, when you appear good, when you can talk well, when you groom yourself well, then it's obvious, I think, somewhere down the lane, that people do get attracted to you, because we do get overawed by a personality or a persona or by.
So you never dated somebody during your cricket career?
In my cricket career, I was playing cricket when I was in my first relationship, 11th, 12th, first year, second year. At that point of time, I was in a relationship, and those were my last 4 years of cricket. Before that,
the
I already
last
played.
4 years of a relationship, which
And
didn't last
the
longer than
relationship
that.
was 4 years. Last 4 years of cricket, because I played for 12 years. So first 8 years were there obviously no relationship then.
ठीक है. क्योंकि but do you still play cricket as a hobby?
I do.
Go out?
We just played last December. We have Actors Cricket Bash, where all the actors collide and come back together, and we had these 6-7 teams, and most of the television and film and web actors, they come together and we play cricket. So we played and we were the first runner-up. I was playing from Chandigarh's team, and we had opposite to me was Delhi won. We were the first runner-up. So we did play, yes.
Yeah. There was a time when you were married. I don't know if you were or if you were not, but no, of course you are now married. But there was a time, you were married, but the thing came in where Amruta blocked you.
Oh,
I remember that 6 साल पहले.
ये 6 साल पहले नहीं, उससे भी ज्यादा साल पहले की बात.
हाँ.
ब्लॉक भी नहीं, मुझे अनफॉलो तो किया था, मुझे याद है.
Unfollow, yeah.
This was, I don't remember.
Because उनको बात करनी थी आपसे, आपने बोला मुझे सुबह 5 बजे सोना है.
तो आपको पता ही है, तो खत्म हो गई बात. हाँ, मतलब हो गया था, मैं शूट कर रहा था. I remember she wanted to talk and we had an argument at that point of time, and then she of course गुस्से में आके I'm being impulsive, she did that. फिर मैं I was in Rajasthan, I was shooting for Citron ad, which was a 7 to 8 days shoot. You were
married, no? तब तक तो
I was married. 2015 I got married. उसके बाद की बात है.
ठीक है.
And at that point of time, yeah, that happened. And then फिर वो उस समय तो बात हो नहीं पाई because वो गुस्से में थी. फिर I remember couple of days later, then I came, then I explained it to her. then obviously it had to come back, yeah.
But ये क्या मंत्रा है ना, एक शादी को चलाने.
It never happened after that, that.
How lucky are you feeling on that?
नहीं, it's not about lucky, and I think मुझे लगता है कि ये थोड़ा सा impulsively कुछ चीजें हो जाती हैं.
Of course, I am the one, I know.
But उसके बाद मुझे लगता है over a period of time we also understand. That's the only thing. फिर अपने और हर चीज से मुझे लगता है गुजर के जाने के बाद आप उससे beyond जा सकते हैं, उससे पहले नहीं जा सकते. तो शायद वो एक इंसिडेंट हुआ, अनफॉलो हुआ, कुछ चीजें आई भी, फिर उसके बाद फॉलो तो होना ही था, साथ में रहना ही है, तो फिर जाहिर सी बात है यार.
कितनी रिपोर्ट्स वो, इट वाज a nationally discussed मुद्दा that time कि भैया what is going wrong in this marriage.
पॉपुलर भी नहीं है कि नेशनल मुद्दा होना चाहिए, और होना भी नहीं चाहिए, मुझे ऐसा लगता है. देश में बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें हैं जिनको ज्यादा तवज्जो मिलनी चाहिए, मुझे ऐसा लगता है.
नहीं, आजकल तो विराट कोहली अगर किसी की फोटो लाइक कर दे तो उस पर भी खबरें छप जाती हैं.
आई केम टू नो दैट, बट मुझे थोड़ा सा, सबके अपनी अपनी सोच है. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि बहुत सारी चीजें और भी हैं जिन पे ज्यादा तवज्जो देनी चाहिए. बाकी ठीक है, सबका अपना अपना है, आई फील. या
ठीक है. डांस रियलिटी शो किया,
सॉरी
डांस रियलिटी शो किया, विनर भी बने. यस. फिर अभी डांस ही कर रहे हैं अभी तक फिर साथ में?
नहीं, अब तो कम हो गया है डांस. अमृता तो करती रहती है बिकॉज आई थिंक शी इज अ बॉर्न डांसर एंड अ बॉर्न परफॉर्मर, और वो तो तब से कर रही हैं. मुझे याद है when I met her in 2004 and she had shown me some videos when she was dancing in societies, in her society on Ganpati and Diwali and all those festivals that happen, and choreographing Madhuri Dixit songs and performing on those days. So I think she's a natural performer, she's a natural dancer, and that's why I keep telling her. I remember when Jhalak was not even offered, that was the time, and an year prior to that, she just feeling lost, and I told her, in career sometimes you don't know where we are proceeding forward. So at that point of time I told her, I said, bring your dance back, and she wasn't bringing it back. Then obviously she started shooting some dance videos and reels, and cut to 6 months later Jhalak happened. And I think it was meant to, it was destined to, for somebody who's a natural. So dance did happen, and I've been dancing all my life as well. But for me, I think acting predominantly takes a slightly step ahead than dancing. Yeah. So yeah, we enjoy that. Both are performing art. Both are enjoyable, lovable, adorable. We love it. Yeah.
There's a statement of Amruta where she says, very old statement.
Okay.
It is about you. Very old.
Acha, okay.
He's very composed, calm, but when he loses his cool, which is like once in a blue moon, then nobody can save you from his anger. So कैसा है आपका गुस्सा, प्लीज बताएं आप हमें.
देखो, इंसान है, जाहिर सी बात है, ऐसा कोई ईश्वर तो आप पैदा हुए नहीं है. तो इंसान है, गलती हो जाती है, गुस्सा आ जाता है, और मुझे लगता है किसी बात पे आ भी गया होगा. तो अब जब गुस्सा आता है,
मतलब कि पूरा पंजाबी निकल जाता है अंदर से.
पंजाबी तो नहीं निकलता, ऐसा तो नहीं है. मुझे लगता है ऐसा हो सकता था, लेकिन ऐसा हुआ नहीं कभी. और मुझे लगता है क्योंकि दिल्ली में परवरिश हुई, अगर शायद पंजाब में हुई तो शायद पंजाबी निकलती. दिल्ली में तो बहुत ही हिंदी निकली है मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स. बट गुस्से में जाहिर सी बात है आपका गुस्सा बढ़ता है, और आप एक्चुअली मुझे लगता है गुस्से से भी ज़्यादा गुस्सा क्यों आता है, आप कहीं ना कहीं किसी प्रकार से हर्ट होते हो सामने वाले से. तो मुझे लगता है उस लम्हे पे आप चाहते हो कि बस उसको थोड़ा सा हर्ट कर दें, और हर्ट टू हर्ट होता है तो आपको थोड़ा सी वो सुकून मिलता है. बट दिस यूज्ड टू हैपन ईयर्स बैक. आई थिंक ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, आई थिंक जैसे जैसे आपके अंदर चीज़ें खाली हो जाती हैं, फिर गुस्सा भी खाली हो जाता है. तो या you're right, it must be an old statement.
It is very old, but you've been able to manage that, no? Because ये तो बड़ा मुश्किल है, गुस्से पे काबू पाना, गुस्से में जबान पे कंट्रोल. भैया
I know, पहले मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि मुश्किल है क्योंकि शायद हम सप्रेस करते हैं, गुस्सा आता है, हमें कहा जाता है कंट्रोल करने के लिए. लेकिन मुझे ऐसा लगता है धीरे धीरे जैसे जैसे आप खुद के साथ थोड़ा और सध जाते हो, आत्मसात हो जाते हो, तो आई थिंक व्हाट हैपेंस इज इट स्टार्ट्स टू गेट डिसॉल्व्ड. वंस इट स्टार्ट्स टू गेट डिसॉल्व्ड, इट्स प्रीटी मच लाइक यू नो, अगर यहाँ पे कुछ अंदर है तभी कोई चिंगारी लगती है, तभी कुछ जलता है ना. अगर अंदर कुछ होगा ही नहीं, अगर चिंगारी लग भी जाएगी तो कुछ जलेगा नहीं. तो मुझे लगता है ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम आई थिंक इट ऑटोमेटिकली गेट्स डिसॉल्व्ड. एंड एज यू लर्न अबाउट योरसेल्फ, एज यू नो अबाउट योरसेल्फ, एज यू बिकम क्लियर अबाउट हु यू आर, व्हाट यू वांट फ्रॉम योर लाइफ, आई थिंक बहुत सारी चीजें छट जाती हैं. So I'm glad.
I'll wear my other chashmas because I can't see my screen for a very long time. बूढ़े हो गए हैं, हम क्या करें? अब मुझे दूर से I'm very 22. Yeah, I'm very uncle. अब see, I have to read my questions like this. So this is a segment, Himanshu, for you.
I like this. You have one over there.
Yeah, it is mostly like that. Even in caps, I have to go through like that.
Okay.
क्या करें, जिंदगी है. I'll be giving you some of the things of Amruta.
ओके.
आपको
ये पूरा मुझे लगता है ये पॉडकास्ट अमृता और मेरे ऊपर है. मुझे तो लगा था हम केसरी वीर की कुछ बातें करने वाले हैं.
यही तो केसरी वीर है आपकी. यू नो, आप अगर जीत गई, अमृता के सवालों का जवाब दे पाए. हाउ वेल डू यू नो योर पार्टनर इज द थिंग.
हाउ वेल डू. अच्छा, ये तो नच थोड़ा ना हो रहा है यहाँ पर.
कम ऑन,
वहां पे हुआ था ये सारी की सारी.
लेट्स डू इट. अमृता's Marathi debut is
Marathi debut. The first film she did, I don't remember the name right now, but I remember she played the double role in that. Purva and Apurva, ऐसा कुछ था.
It was 2006.
हाँ?
2006 की बात है.
मैं फिल्म का नाम भूल रहा हूँ.
हाँ, मैं तो अभी साल दे रहा हूँ ना, अभी फिल्म का नाम तो.
फिल्म का नाम मुझे याद नहीं रहा, बट मुझे इतना 100% याद है.
It started with G.
G. No, I can't. I just remember she in the end. मुझे वो definitely याद है कि पूर्वा ने पूर्वा डबल रोल निकल के आता है. It was an interesting film. She नहीं, नाम नहीं याद आ रहा मुझे अभी. क्या नाम है?
Golmaal.
नहीं, that was not Golmaal.
Ghoul. GOOLM.
Golmaal.
It is, yeah, 2006. That was her Marathi
अच्छा,
debut.
okay. 2006.
Very bad, I must tell you. ठीक है, it's fine. What was her Hindi debut?
What was her Hindi debut? That was Ada with Ken Ghosh. 2005. Yeah, around that only.
Her most viral number.
डांस नंबर.
Yes.
चंद्रा होगा. अब तो मुझे लगता है उसने तो क्रॉस कर ली होंगी बहुत सारी वो, या फिर वो होगा बाजले दीवारा, वही होगा. चंद्रा भी ऑफ कोर्स.
The way of बाजले दीवारा. Do you speak Marathi?
नहीं, मैं I can't speak Marathi. I can understand it. हाँ,
भाई वो तो समझ में
हाँ, समझ में आ जाता क्योंकि कितने साल हो गए. बट बोलना शायद नहीं आया अभी.
बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
हाँ, बहुत कम.
But you've adjusted your chole bhaturas to thechas, so I totally get it. And I feel bad about it. I'll show you some of the two pictures.
Okay.
You have to react on that and you can share the memories about the same.
ये तो शादी की फोटो है.
Yes.
हाँ, दिल्ली में, correct.
Delhi it was?
Delhi it was. Me, mom, dad तो नहीं है, sorry. Me, mom, my brother and Amu.
Wonderful.
This was in Delhi, yes.
And what was the date?
This was 24th January. शादी तो 24th January 2015.
Why your सहरा is बिखरा हुआ? ठीक है, it's fine.
Why क्या? अरे वो एक्चुअली ना हमारे यहाँ सहरा इस प्रकार का होता है जिसमें ना
अच्छा
आगे लगाते हैं ना वो सिल्वर के होते हैं.
हाँ.
तो वो मेरी मॉम मुझे याद है बार क्योंकि फोटोज खिंचवानी होती है ना, अब वो प्रथा है इस प्रकार की
I know.
वो इस प्रकार का होता है. Then you put it on the side.
Were you nervous for your wedding?
I was quite excited actually. I was the
You
one.
were feeling
I
happy.
remember there were articles which said Himanshu danced to his wedding. I was like really excited. Very. I think the whole night prior on 23rd was cocktail and sangeet and everything, and I was dancing the whole night. The next day also when the wedding day was there, and we were on this. क्या बोलते हैं उसको, रथ ही बोल देते हैं मतलब जो भी था उस पर पूरा डांस कर करके इतना कि फोन भी खो गया था सब.
It was a Punjabi wedding.
It was a Punjabi wedding.
Not
yes.
Marathi.
Not Marathi wedding. Yeah.
बिचारी. I feel bad.
नहीं, बट वो सारी जो रस्में करनी थी वो तो रस्में कर ही ली थी.
अच्छा, you had a mix.
हाँ, वो रस्में तो कर ही ली थी of course.
Oh, wonderful.
अमू ने सारी वो हल्दी वल्दी की जो सारी चीजें थी वो उनके हिसाब से हो गई.
And कितने दिनों बाद आप दिल्ली से मुंबई आए फिर? Don't tell me next day.
No, not next day. I think 3 days later.
And how long the wedding lasted? Like It was a
2 days wedding only.
Oh.
Basically one function of cocktail, जो भी आपका उसको आप संगीत रिसेप्शन जो भी आप बोल रहे हो, and the next day was wedding. Yeah.
It is you?
That's me.
ये कब की फोटो है, किसने खींची थी?
ये तो पता नहीं है, मैं बहुत छोटा था, I think.
यार कभी पूछते हैं इंसान ना. I also asked my mother who clicked this how it
मैंने
was.
genuinely नहीं पूछा. This I think बहुत ही छोटे होते की फोटो है, मम्मी ने
You have a
album में
taweez also. We
रखी
call
हुई
it
थी.
in
Sorry?
Punjabi. You have a taweez also, no?
पता नहीं मॉम ने पहनाया होगा, शायद नजर वजर ना लगे उस समय.
That is true.
ये बहुत छोटी आई थी, मुझे पता भी नहीं कितने साल का होगा.
Rabbit
But this is an
teeth
adorable
also.
photo now. I can see it. Yeah. कुछ और मुझे लगता है शायद ये जिंदगी में साथ में रहा.
हाँ.
ये मुस्कुराहट नहीं छूटी जिंदगी में, मुझे ऐसा लगता है since the time that you're not showing it until today. I think it stays somehow. Probably it comes from dad or it comes from the family origin or wherever. I think yeah. So that's the most beautiful part about it.
हिमांशु, लोग बिल्कुल क्वेश्चन करते हैं, you know, when your partner is doing much more work than you do, or you know, on a different stature, people do question, you know, husband is this, wife is this. What is your way of dealing with it? Because of course, your partners, when you've been dating for a very longest time, then you got married to each
21
other.
years we're together.
Yeah. So you know, how do you sustain that? आजकल तो ये बड़ा problem है लोगों के बीच. Like people say we can't date somebody from the same industry because it comes in the, you know, relationship or marriage or whatever. So is it a thing, like the stereotypes?
I don't know यार, ऐसा कभी सोचा नहीं, to be very honest. और वो इसलिए भी क्योंकि मुझे लगता है पता नहीं शायद ये कब समझ में आएगी हर इंसान को कि हर इंसान की अपनी नियति, अपनी डेस्टिनी सब अलग है. हर किसी का रास्ता भी अलग है. ऑफ कोर्स हम लोग 2004 में जी सिनेमास में हम मिले एंड द पाथ्स इंटरसेक्टेड. अ वंडरफुल आर्टिस्ट, शी अ वंडरफुल आर्टिस्ट फॉर मी आल्सो. एंड उसके बाद उसकी अपनी जर्नी शुरू हो गई. वहाँ से उसके टेलीविजन शोज instantly in a couple of years she started doing feature films. I started from feature film with Raj Sippy, which did not get released. Another feature film sign did not take over and got shelved. Then jumped into television. She moved to films. Sorry. Then again Marathi film started happening. Milan Luthria's film happening. बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती रहती हैं. बट ये जर्नी है, सबका अपना अपना ही है. तो जब सबका अपना अपना है, एंड ऑल्सो ये शायद समझना भी बड़ा मुश्किल है कि जब दो लोग एक ही परिवार का हिस्सा हैं, एक ही घर का हिस्सा हैं, या एक प्रेम का हिस्सा है, तो अपने साथी के साथ या अपने पार्टनर के साथ, अपने लवर, अपने बेस्ट फ्रेंड, जो भी आप नाम दे दो, उसके साथ किस प्रकार की इनसिक्योरिटी होनी चाहिए, मुझे आज तक समझ में नहीं आई. क्योंकि फिर तो हम कभी जिंदगी जी नहीं पाएंगे. शी हैज़ हर ओन लाइफ, हर वे ऑफ वर्किंग इज डिफरेंट, हर वे ऑफ अप्रोचिंग एवरीथिंग इज डिफरेंट, माई वे ऑफ अप्रोचिंग माई चॉइस ऑफ वर्क इज ऑल्सो डिफरेंट. एंड समटाइम्स, एंड ऑल्सो वी लिव इन अ फ्रेटर्निटी, and we live in an industry or we live in a work where kabhi success aapke paas hai, kabhi kisi aur ke paas hai. I remember when Razi happened, then she was, sailing the cards, and I still remember when there was no work. There was a period when things were not working, and I told Amu, I said, go and meet Jogi ji. He's casting for something. And then she met, and Razi happened within a week. And then cut to next year, I was doing Sher Shah with Harma. So, it's going to be like this. Sometimes one show will become super duper hit. Sometimes one film will become this. So, just picking it and pinpointing it. How will we live life? We are also here to live life, to be joyful, to be enjoyable. And work is always there. बट अपने इंसान के साथ जिसके साथ आप जिंदगी शेयर करते हो, उसी के साथ इनसिक्योरिटी, उसी के साथ जलीसी, तो मुझे सवाल ही समझ में नहीं आता कि कैसे.
क्योंकि मी आस्किंग दिस हैड अ रीजन,
मैं मतलब जनरली बात कर रहा हूँ सभी के लिए.
नहीं, व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दिस, बिकॉज नाउअडेज पीपल वांट टू कनेक्ट टू यू. Maybe you have certain followers, maybe you have certain contacts, it has become a thing. It is really a thing nowadays. Gen Zs and all these people are approaching people just because of that only. थोड़ा fame है इसके पास, मैं इससे थोड़ा लगाव करूँगा.
Opportunistic attitude is what you're saying.
So that is the thing, and I guess पहले भी होता होगा. But because हाँ,
क्योंकि हमारा सबसे खूबसूरत बात ये रही कि हम दोनों ही रियलिटी शो में आए थे जी सिने, और हम दोनों एक ही पेडेस्ट्रल पे थे ना. ऐसा तो नहीं था कि अमृता बहुत बड़ी थी या मैं बहुत बड़ा था, तो एक हम लोगों ने सोचा, एक प्लान बनाया कि इस तरह से, ऐसा तो हुआ ही नहीं. और उस समय ये सब चीजें नहीं थी. I'm talking about 2 decades back. Things were so different. There was no social media, there were no followers, no validation,
no PRs,
nothing. We were just here to work. We loved acting, we loved performing. A reality show happened, which automatically brought me from Delhi, brought her from Pune. The paths intersected, we fell in love, all those things happened. So we never thought something like this at any point of time. And so maybe today things are different, and everyone wants to climb the ladder of success, which I understand that. But I still feel, I think the ladder should be yours. You have left everything. I've left, kind of, you leave your family, you leave your relatives, cousins, all the comforts and luxuries of your own hometown, right? Coming to city like Mumbai is difficult.
Of course.
It is struggling. there बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं शहर के अंदर. तो मुझे लगता है यार, फिर सक्सेस भी अपने बलबूते पर होनी चाहिए, अपनी, जिसको कल को मैं कह तो सकूं, tomorrow if I have to look at myself in front of the mirror, I can say, bro, no matter what, it was me who could do it. And I think that's the most beautiful. That is what a sense of fulfillment and achievement is for a human being. What am I here for otherwise? Just to keep, either pin picking someone or using someone. You want to, that's your personal choice, but maybe I don't think like that.
When did you realize कि आपको अमृता से प्यार है? कितना समय लगा? Again, this
In
is for
reality,
new
in
people.
that show only I realized it. I think that was the first time when she hugged me backstage. I think one of the director had scolded me for something. I had just performed in technical, and I was being scolded. कि तुम ठीक से
Delhi
नहीं
was
कर रहे हो.
melting that day.
Huh?
Delhi was melting that day.
Probably. So I'd gone backstage and I was like in my own zone. I said, बहुत गाली पड़ रही आज तो. And I don't know, all of a sudden I saw Amu, coming tuck tuck tuck, because उससे पहले हमारी दोस्ती तो हो ही चुकी थी and we were talking and everything. But we had not, there was no dating or there was nothing. And also we were in the reality show. I was 21, she was 19. We were so engrossed in everyday rehearsals and all those things. And that was the time when she just came backstage and she was looking for me. And the moment she looked at me and she hugged me and started crying. And that was the moment I realized, yes, that something just did hit me at that point of time, yeah.
And फिर आपने कितने समय बाद प्रपोज किया? I guess it's
मुझे
you.
लगता है प्रपोजल्स कुछ हुआ ही नहीं, वो अपने आप ही धीरे धीरे it organically transcended into a relationship. उससे पहले दोस्त तो बन ही चुके थे, काफ़ी सारी बातें भी हो रही थी, और क्योंकि एक शो के अंदर क्या होता है, आप
Actually, nobody demanded labels and all.
I'm sorry?
It was not a thing. होता है ना कि हम बात कर रहे हैं, there is a thing, so somebody demands a label and all that.
ऐसा
Oh,
तो
wonderful.
कुछ भी नहीं था.
पुराना जमाना ऐसा होता था, guys, आप देख लीजिए.
बहुत सीधा साधा सब.
आजकल जो लोगों ने गंद बचाया हुआ है.
मैं समझा नहीं लेबल्स क्या मतलब.
मतलब कि people, if I am talking to you, if we are met through dating application and we have certain feelings or we like each other, I might turn up and says कि मुझे label चाहिए. It's been 3 months now.
Label मतलब I want.
It has to be a relationship.
Sorry, it
we
has
cannot be friends now.
अच्छा like that. अच्छा.
अब इसको पक्का नक्की कर दीजिए.
अच्छा, वो नक्की करने वाली बात. अच्छा कि अब मुझे वो चाहिए.
मोहर चाहिए, मुझे थप्पा चाहिए.
अच्छा like that. Oh.
That didn't happen, right?
No, I think automatically सब चीजें transcend हो गई since that hug. I'm sure she also felt something. I also felt something.
Aww.
And by then I think the relationship, फिर धीरे धीरे we were almost like top 3, top 2 तक पहुंच गए थे. फिर I remember I got eliminated. Once I got eliminated, she called me up from Bombay because then they sent us back from Mumbai to Delhi. So she was already in the contest and she got eliminated. She started crying, called me. तो मुझे लगता है organically जब चीजें हों तो वो ज़्यादा.
It was a landline phone. Say yes.
नहीं, it was वो Nokia का वो फोन था. Of course there were no smartphones. बट वो छोटे वाले फोन्स आते थे ना, जिसमें स्क्रीन तो इतनी बड़ी होती थी. मुझे याद है those phones 66401.
I've never used.
I also don't. You may not.
Of course.
I'm talking
I
about
was not even
back.
born, I guess.
You were what
My
age?
father was planning. I'm 22. No, so I was born in 2002.
2002. So I'm talking about 2000. You were like barely 2 or 3.
I don't know.
So I'm talking about those days. Yeah. It was fun.
But what's coming in next? Like Kesari We did well.
Yes, Kesari We has not is
for
about
you, for your life.
For
it
me,
is doing well.
Yes. Fortunately, Kesari We it's good because it's helping. It's helping to move forward.
It is also a comeback for Suraj Pancholi.
Yeah, it's a comeback for Suraj Pancholi. It's a good star cast, good feature. The trailer launch was received very well. A very interesting part I feel, which I've been playing. I've never played something like this. I'm playing an antagonist with Vivek Oberoi. So, yeah, looking at me.
Vivek Oberoi? Oh my God.
He's also the main antagonist. So I'm playing his younger brother. He's playing Zafar Khan. I'm playing Rasool Khan. And so obviously then we are the ones who are doing atrocities and everything. But yes, so for this role, I think I had to stretch a lot out of my boundaries to approach a role like this. Because usually it's difficult the way you look and everything. And of course, the credit goes to the director.
No, you're a very rom-com guy, no?
I'm sorry? Probably. But I think as an artist, you get to explore various horizons. So I'm glad the director offered something like this and saw something that I can portray something, which can go into a different trajectory. So it's releasing on 23rd of May. and I hope and pray that it does well for everyone.
And after that?
After that, we have Rana Naidu season 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is
Netflix.
Sorry, Netflix. That is Netflix. That's releasing mostly on 13th of June. This is opposite Kriti Kharbanda. Me, Kriti, Rajat Kapoor sir, Tanuj Barwani, Arjun Rampal, Dino Moria are new additions to the season 2.
What a star cast.
Thank you. I think it's, and of course Rana sir is also there. Sushant, Surveen, Abhishek Banerjee. It's a massive.
Abhishek
it's a
Banerjee
massive
is the
show.
director.
No, Abhishek Banerjee, the one who was in Three.
Yeah, that one.
Banerjee, right? Same,
Yeah.
the casting bay person. Yeah. So I'm blessed to be a part of the show like that also. For feature also and for this also. And they both are different. There I'm playing this uber cool, who owns the empire kind of a thing, you know. Like they have shown like Oberoi's, the Oberoi's. And
It's a show.
It's a show. It's a Netflix show. It's a series of 8 episodes. So there I'm playing this uber cool boy, and who is very rich and filthy and all those things. And of course, you know, the whole empire of Viraj, Oberoi and everything. And here I'm playing the antagonist, who's Rasool Khan, where a lot of Urdu and Pashto and all those things were utilized. And there it's very.
So you learned Pashto?
Sorry, a bit. Mostly Urdu, because Pashto फिर समझ में नहीं आती ना. तो थोड़ा सा character के अंदर, like Vivek sir also used this word, couple of words like Yamroor and everything to just give a, you know, a hint of that. But mostly it's Urdu, and also a lot of fighting action sequences with Suraj that happened in the pre-climax. Had to learn 2 sword fighting also. So both had to become ambidextrous for the film as well, and learn sword fighting. Psychologically also, a lot of going into the depth to play that Rasool Khan, because that is beyond. For to play an uber cool slightly becomes easier, I think, because also I think it goes with the persona and everything. And this is the kind of look that we have in Rana. So, yeah.
Did you tell Vivek Oberoi about the very famous song that we all love him for? हमदम सुनियो रे.
अच्छा, साथिया ना, हमदम सुनियो रे. नहीं, मुझे याद है मैं मिला था तो मैंने उनको कहा था कि I loved your work in company. और he smiled at me and I said, और मुझे genuinely मुझे ऐसा लगता है
कि you must have also felt good.
हाँ, कि मतलब कंपनी जैसे फिल्म पहले लॉन्च में करना, टू बी इन अ डेब्यू, बहुत मुश्किल है, बहुत मुश्किल है. आई थिंक यू नीड अ रियली टैलेंटेड एक्टर टू परफॉर्म, बिकॉज यू नो, टू प्ले चंदू and to play somebody from Chawl. And of course we have Ajay Devgan sir and Ram Gopal Verma sir. I think so. I congratulated him. I told him I'm a big fan of your work since.
Sometimes I think that, you know, I recently got to know that Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na was offered to Nitin Mukesh. I didn't know this earlier, and I was like,
wasn't it planned with Imran Khan?
No. It was first offered to him, and the same producer or director was making 2 films at the same time. So he did the other film. I forgot.
Abbas Star wala was the one who was directing it.
Which was his debut film.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to be Neil's debut film, जाने तू या जाने ना, with Janeeli. And I was like, अगर वो होती तो हम कहाँ होते, कैसे होते, you know? It's a thing.
So Neil got launched in Johnny Gadda with Sri Ram.
Yeah. The same producer, I guess, or the director made both the films together.
Wow. You never know how things change. Yeah.
Oh my God, ये तो कमाल ही हो जाता.
Yes, absolutely.
But I guess he also mentioned that it was destined for Imran.
Yeah.
And it was,
I feel for everyone, everything is destined. Like for this film also, I never thought that it will come to the kitty. I was, you know, all of a sudden then I got a call from Prince and team that, you know, we want somebody like you for the part. And it's just one phone call, I believe. You know, you are at home. And I think that's where destiny plays its own card. Of course, like Rana, for Rana too, I also screen tested and everything, and that he loved and everything. But feature like this just came on its own. So I credit a lot to the destiny.
He did mention that in that year there was a debut of Ranbir, some more actors who are now big names. So I was like, everybody is doing rom-com, so I am supposed to go thoda sa hatke. That was the only film which was different.
Must have mentioned, I'm sure, right? Neil mentioned this, na, for Johnny Gaddar. Yeah, you're right.
So I'm like, hi bhai.
Which was also a good choice, I feel, you know. And of course landed in the kitty also, but it was a it was a brilliant film, Johnny Gaddar, I remember. And of course Imran Khan's, this was also very nice, Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na. That became like a heartthrob at that
I took a lot of time to watch. Come on, I'm not a, you know, that old guy. I revisit films, and I sometimes now go on, you know, platforms and watch old films because I'm supposed to know about it. I watched Fashion last year.
Madhu Bhandarkar sir's passion.
Yeah.
That one.
I was a radio jockey for 2.5 years.
For 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a morning joke. So हम morning में we don't do films. We don't talk about it. We majorly talk about the cities, weather, traffic.
and
we have
everything,
DCs on call, है ना? We are very rich that way. But फिल्मों की बात नहीं करते हम लोग. पर यहाँ पे जब मैं आया मैं कि भाई यहाँ पे तो बहुत ही सीखना पड़ेगा मुझे. Then I went, watched, Three Chars of Wees, all of that. I'm still learning. कभी-कभी देख लेता हूँ. मैंने हीरोइन देखी.
It's good. I'm sure the whole dictionary of films must have improved over a period of time.
That is very important.
Of course, when you're interviewing people, I'm sure then I think it's important.
What kind of content you watch?
Yeah, I've been watching predominantly a lot of realistic cinema. I was watching an Iranian film called Salesman. And of course, again, Separation by the same director, Asghar Faridi. Otherwise, I somehow avoid a lot of dark and I somehow can't watch it. Don't have an interest in that. But mostly into realistic cinema. Like I'm waiting to watch Nawaz sir's film called Kostao. That I've been hearing is very good. Films like Lunchbox, Irfan sir's all film, big fan of his work. I'm sure everyone in this country must be the kind of adulation that he holds for us is amazing as an artist. So sometimes revisits his films and to see him is pleasurable all the time. So mostly into realistic cinema, mostly into something which moves you over a period of time. Yeah, something like that.
Are you a father?
No,
Not yet?
not yet.
Are you planning?
अभी तो नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ सोचा नहीं.
Come on, when? Like this is the thing. Like I was going through things and I saw comments stating we want to see Amruta, and you as parents. So what are your plans for kids?
अभी तो ऐसा कुछ सोचा नहीं, देखेंगे जब टाइम आएगा.
When time will come on.
नियति डिसाइड करेगी.
अच्छी यार, not that. But do you discuss
I
about
have
it?
this adorable मतलब एक शो किया था मैंने 4-5 साल पहले. There was a show called on Star Network. वहाँ पे एक छोटा सा बच्चा मुझे मिला था. She's this girl Vaishnavi, 8-9 years old, and somehow I felt very warmth towards her. So she's pretty much like our daughter. We take care of her. अभी she is also going to Chandigarh to shoot a television show. But अभी तक तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं.
But do you discuss with Amruta like if we become
नहीं,
parents?
ऐसी अब तो नहीं बात होती.
अब तो नहीं होती.
हाँ, there was a time initially we used to, but I think अब we are quite engrossed with whatever is happening at the moment.
Okay. With that, your message to people, because of course we want to see you more and more. हम तो चाहते हैं आप डेली आते रहें हमारे घरों में.
Thank you.
OTTs के through and cinemas के through. However, cinemas and
अच्छा,
OTT
cinema
दोनों के
and
through.
lectures, yes.
Come back on TV also. We'd love to see you.
Thank you.
No plans for Big Boss and Khatro?
No, I'm not a fan of Big Boss at the moment.
Maybe Amruta did mention that long back. That I have to see Big Boss whenever he's not at home.
She likes watching it, but I'm not a fan of the show at all. Khatro, I've already done in 2015. Nach, we've already done. So I think the only reality show that's left is Jhalak. That's a dance-based show if that happens.
So Big Boss you'll never do.
जिंदगी में never तो कभी भी नहीं होता, but at the moment I'm not.
ठीक है. Your message to people.
Just want to say thank you for everything, for all the love, the warmth, and I think for all the support that you've been showering upon me and Amu for since years now. So, and stay safe, enjoy, live every moment, and be happy. Thank you.
I've interviewed इतने सारे celebrities. I'll tell you, I have never met somebody like him जो बोले तो फूल झड़े types. You're such a good, orator and speaker. I've never felt this charming ever sitting next to you. It's truly. हालांकि
It's
he's
the grace of
supposed to
God,
say
I
the
feel.
same, but ठीक है, it's fine. but that is too good.
It's
so
the grace
good.
of God, I feel. I think this is just an instrument. I think the grace works through that. That's how I feel.
Thank you. इससे पहले मैं मर जाऊँ, मैं चला जाता हूँ.
I know, I understand you're 22 at that point of time, so if this goes beyond it, yes. But I think as we progress to life, then we get to know that.
That's the thing. But thank you
But
so
you
much.
yourself are very, I think, quite mature and quite, for your age. I think at 22, there's so many things that I feel kids today are unaware of, but I think you're so aware of a lot of things, and I think that's something that people applaud you for.
I'm so blessed that you mentioned. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Thank you so
Keep
much.
doing
Thank you for having me
wonders.
here.
Keep coming to our screens.
Thank you.
Take care of family. Take care of you. Do wonders as much as you can. कांस वांस तो जाने का प्लान नहीं है आपका?
कैंस जाने का प्लान पता नहीं, वो आप अगर होगा तो होगा, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है ये आप प्लान नहीं कर सकते ना। अगर कोई चीज़ आपने कर दी और इफ द प्रोड्यूसर्स एंड द क्रिएटर्स दे टेक द फिल्म एंड इफ इट गोज वेल एंड इफ डज वेल, देन व्हाई नॉट? आई थिंक द वर्ल्ड इज अ स्टेज एट द मोमेंट, या व्हाई नॉट?
थैंक यू।
विल सी। थैंक यू।